Hello there, YouTube. Well, the predicted rain is, not only is it here, but it's here with a vengeance. It kicked in about 7 o'clock this morning and has absolutely been pouring. At one point last night, right before I went to bed, it was like 36 degrees, and I thought, man, I can see the rain coming. But luckily, when it got here, it warmed up. Or that could have been snow. It's snow up there. If it clears up, we might even see a little bit of snow caps on St. Helens. It'd be kind of cool. But anyway, it's Friday the 4th of September. And what's the temperature right now? Temperature is 47 at the moment. All right, let's roll. Battle this wet ride to work. 50 degrees. Trying to get a point where it's not trying to focus on the water. 50 degrees and pour it down rain. It was a 100% whiteout the entire way down the freeway. Well, Mama,
yes,
it is Friday.
Yay.
And by the time we leave, it's supposed to be sunny and nice.
I know.
Man, he said rain. They were not kidding.
Yeah.
Well, let's go in there and bust out whatever it's going to be today.
All right.
And it will fogged up all of a sudden.
I know.
Well, I got all the defrost stuff, which uses the air conditioner.
And we're still all wet and getting in the car.
Yeah.
So.
Crazy. All right, Mama. Have yourself a wonderful Friday. I'll see you towards the end.
All right.
All right. Love you. See you. Bye.
I love you.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.
All right. So, I've got the exhaust cleaned out the best I could. There's still some residue. It just like keeps coming back. But I got it in a state that I can fire it off. So, get a couple guys down here. And we're going to leave the muffler off of it at first. We're going to have a fire extinguisher just in case, you know, it does something weird. And I'm going to, more than anything, we want to make sure the motor's fine. So we're going to light that thing off. So I'm going to call a guy or two from upstairs. We're going to roll it outside in a safe place and light her off and keep our fingers crossed. consider this probably one of the biggest coups ever. All kinds of crazy stuff was going through my head of what kind of state this thing could be in after that. It's crazy. I took my time and, you know, turned it over by hand. You know, got to do it with the rear wheel. And once I was sure that was all clear, I turned it over with the starter motor and no plugs in it. And with each step, it seemed to be okay, then okay, then okay. Then I was gonna film firing the thing up, but I thought, well, I had a fire extinguisher out. We're all wondering, you know, what's gonna happen when that cat, you know. It looks like I got it clean, but is it clean? Dude, that thing smoked for quite a while, and it was pretty bad right at first. Even Kelly comes down. She goes, you know, that stuff is coming up into the parts department. It was going right around the building, going right up the ramp, and I said, why didn't you guys shut the door? She goes, well, we did, but you know, you know how people are nowadays, everyone that walked through it left it open, despite the fact that the smoke is coming in. Yeah, lady, thanks for the wave, but a look beforehand would have been way better. I just wondered if the muffler had, it didn't look like any, I mean, it looked like it blew through, you know, it got the corrugated core and then the packings around it. It looked like it just kind of misted through there. Don't see any smoke coming out. When I brought it back in the shop to put everything back together, it was, you could rub out, it was ear-piercingly loud. Just imagine if that cat wasn't in there, because that cat has a bit of a muffling effect. No smoke. Luckiest thing ever. I was pretty optimistic, I gotta admit. You know, but you know, you can't be openly that is not BMW oil in here. I don't know what's in there, but it just shifts. You feel that clunk of the shift. That BMW oil is so slippery that look at them, that it's hard to get these things in neutral. Not that it, you know, physically hard. It's hard because it's so slippery. It goes from first to second, and then second to first. And like, come on, put some kind of a bigger detent in there so we can find the neutral. But you don't have BMW oil in there? Yeah, you can find it all right, because everything's all stiff and clunky. Not that BMW transmissions can't sound clunky. Look at a K1600, they literally sound like they're coming apart. But other than a recall thing, I've never had any tranny problems with one. And even out of all those recalls we did back then, only came across two where the washer that was, you know, the one that they wanted, I think it was the washer that was collapsing, something like that. But yeah, we only found two that were like, yikes, glad you brought it in when you did. Hey, squirrel. So when I was walking around when I had the thing running, because I've been walking around the thing in my pocket, I pulled the old Action 5 Pro out of its box this morning. I thought that would be perfect to use in the rain. Well, I don't ever wear a coat to work because, you know, even when it's freezing out, I'm okay with that. But it was raining today. I put my a vest on that I wear. And I got out there because I was going to use the Action 5 Pro because it was pouring down rain. Not that the iPhone, I mean the iPhone's what, 10 or 15 feet water resistant now. The new iPhone 16s, they're like crazy water resistant. It's kind of crazy for a phone, but whatever. Anyway, I get out there and I go, dadgummit, I forgot the camera. So I'm not worried about the phone. You know, I usually have those leather iPhone cases. I worry a little bit about that, but they don't make the leather ones anymore. So I got the quad lock for the iPhone 16 Pro Max. I have that on it. This rubber is very water resistant, very durable. So I just use that. And I get to work and realize I put the Action 5 in my shirt pocket. It wasn't still in my bag. What I did when I went out there to say hey to you guys, my bag was in the car, and I thought, dadgummit, I left it in the bag. Then I get to work and I go, what is bulging on my right man boob over there? I go, it's the daggum camera. I had it with me anyway. I was in a rush getting out of the house, and I threw it in my pocket and forgot I took it out. I meant to stick it in my bag, and I got it out of the box. Thought I put it in the bag, but I didn't. Yeah, very clunky shifting. They're harder to read because it's clumped up so tight, but I do like a good old analog. Everything about that kid was wrong. Diagonally across no part of a crosswalk or anything. She's a rebel. It's all in black. She's probably, what do they call it, goth or whatever. I don't know. My oldest daughter's that way. Even she's a full-grown adult. She's still that way. She loves anything kind of goth-like, you know, or what's the other thing she likes? That steampunk thing, which I think is a big thing up in Seattle, and she's like right down the road from Seattle and there in Tacoma. Look at that. I see blue patches. Blue. Yeah. So Matt tells me later, he goes, I knew it'd be fine. I said, I kind of did too, but you know, you gotta, don't get over cocky. Every time you do that, you get in trouble. That guy waving his arms all around makes me a little nervous. Oh, the green moss is coming back. Holy moly. All it takes is a little rain. So one of the thoughts that some of the service advisors come up with is that his buddy must work at like a Jiffy Lube or something. Because we're just thinking, you know, nobody would spend that much money and go, well, I guess it's still not working. But somebody, you know, probably had an overhead thing and just laid the coal to it. So it's probably some garbage oil that's in there. It doesn't shift smooth at all. And these things, I mean, the older ones were a little more clunky, way more clunky than the new ones, but yeah, they're even though it still would shift a lot better. So anyway, I had the service writer call the guy and see if he wants to go ahead and put a real oil filter on there and some good quality oil in it. And the guy didn't answer the phone, so I thought, well, I'll just button her up, take her for a quick ride, and let him decide later on if he wants to do it, or maybe he'll do it himself. I don't know. See, so I think he's got a so you got an oil check. The oil check thing is thinking that the oil level is low. I think this is where this all came about. it does not have a problem. So need to go through and get that checked out. The sensor is probably defunct in there. I haven't had one, but one of the other guys had one do that. I'm trying to remember how that thing works. It's kind of weird about it. I can still smell the smell of the cat heating up that heating up that motor oil. There she is. She's alive and kicking. We are going to have to diagnose why it still thinks the oil level's low. It's absolutely perfect. And like I said, I don't know, I think I told you, the only code that was on the bike was the it said low oil level, and it's saying oil check, which is that's what the old dashes said. The TFTs say has a different thing. Plus it has you can go in your settings and it'll say okay or whatever. Anyway, but if it does detect it low, it does pop up a message. I know, it just kind of goes on and off. Friday and everybody wants to get home and do whatever they're going to do for the weekend. That sun on the dash, that thing's bright. That's probably reflecting back in the camera. You guys are looking at your monitor like, oh dude, block the sun. Alrighty. Let's see how easy she got. Oh, I wasn't even paying attention when I got down there and hit it neutral. Oh yeah, it falls right in. That's good. But you see the oil check in the dash right there, and I guarantee that's why they probably kept putting oil in and they keep saying it. I have no idea. Haven't talked to the customer, haven't even met the customer, so. But anyway, she's alive and kicking. Thanks for coming along for the rip owner. Thanks for the little journey I'll take you guys through every once in a while. So thanks. Well, oh there you do. We had a spot where it downpoured, and you're looking around, there's nothing anywhere. We don't know where it came from.
But everything was soaked.
Yeah, everything's soaked, and it's still wet here. Everything's damp. Pool out in the driveway. It was not supposed to rain at all today.
After about
3. Something like that. But anyway, nice day at work. Got that GS done. Happy about that. Kelly said she was crazy busy in parts.
Yeah.
Weekend's supposed to be nice, so people will probably go, well, it's raining, let's take a day off and go fix our dirt bikes and stuff.
Let's get our stuff done.
Yeah. But anyway, on that, we're going to bounce.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give a thumbs up, and you guys have a wonderful Saturday or Sunday.
Heck yeah. All right.
We'll see you in the morning.
We'll see you then. Bye-bye now.